Good morrow to you, and welcome to the Baron's News Desk, covering the latest happenings and goings-on in the world of tabletop card gaming. The following information was posted on Mark Rosewater's Tumblr account titled Blog a Tog. It is here that user Nerd in Glasses asked a rather intriguing question. Given that boosters sell better than decks, do you think Wizards of the Coast will ever make a booster product targeted specifically at Commander players? In rare form, Mr. Rosewater answered his question with a question. Is that something you all, well, those of you that are Commander/Brawl players, would like? Now personally, I don't think that Mr. Rosewater would have asked this question if he was not sincerely interested in the answer coming from the Commander community. To make an estimation as to how many players Mr. Rosewater is addressing in this question, let us refer to reddit.com. The subreddit of EDH currently has 83,000 subscribers to it. Compare that to the general Magic the Gathering subreddit, which has 341,000 subscribers. Therefore, we can safely guesstimate, I do love that word, that at least 1 out of 4 active players of Magic the Gathering would be interested in answering this query. Now fortunately, we do have precedents and have some examples of some box booster products that had high appeal to the Commander community. The first being Conspiracy and the follow-up set, Conspiracy Take the Crown. These sets were indeed well received by the Commander community, in addition to some of the other communities such as Vintage and Legacy. One of the fan favorite mechanics from Conspiracy was the idea of the Monarch, dealing damage to a player that was currently the Monarch and taking it from them. And of course we had the smash success of Battle Bond. While there was very little pre-release hype for the set, the idea of a booster set that appealed strictly to the two-headed giant format was certainly intriguing. It would be hard to argue that either of the Conspiracy or Battle Bond sets did not appeal highly to Commander players and were not well received. The first question we should be asking ourselves before we respond directly to Mr. Rosewater is, are the current annual Commander boxes enough in order to stimulate interest into the format? The annual Commander box sets usually release around the August to September range and provide a great product for friends and family of Magic players to purchase these box sets and provide them to their loved ones during the holidays. It's a rather easy way for fans of the Commander format to put these box products on their wish lists and get exactly what they want. However, that does mean that around the January to February time range, that these boxes do start to disappear from the store shelves, especially from the big retail stores such as Target and Walmart. Having these boxed products in the big retail stores is important because they are highly visible. They take up retail space very close to many of the other card games such as Pokemon. And in order for Magic the Gathering and indeed the Commander format to endure for many years to come, it is important that we receive new blood into the format every so often. In order for the next generation of humans to be interested in Magic and Commander, they do need to be able to see this product next to other products that are highly advertised to them through other means. Therefore, from my point of view, many of the store shelves are devoid of Commander product from the months of February to July annually. This would be my first reason for citing that we need a Commander booster box product. We need a second product released annually that will ensure that the store shelves continue to remain stocked with the Commander branded product. As much as I greatly enjoyed the Conspiracy and Battle Bond sets, neither one of them was specifically branded with Commander in mind. For my money, if it doesn't say the word Commander on it, it is not a Commander-specific product. The second reason why I believe that we are very much in need of a Commander-branded booster box product is that there needs to be a significant separation between which sets will have much-needed reprints and which sets will be introducing new cards that will be relevant to Commander. One of the most significant complaints about last year's Commander product was that they offered lackluster reprints. Many of the boxed themes simply did not include many of the staple cards that you would need in order to make those archetypes successful. For example, you could hardly assemble an effective counters or tokens deck without the inclusion of Doubling Season. If you're looking to make a landfall deck, why, you're going to want an Oracle of Moldiah, a card that is fetching a $38 price tag currently. If you want to run an Enchantments themed deck, why, of course you're going to need an Enlightened Tutor, and the Commander boxes would be the perfect opportunity to reprint such a card. And what sacrifice deck would be complete without a Phyrexian Altar? Again, these are the cards that we should be seeing reprints of in the Commander boxes. While the Commander boxes do offer some interesting new cards, their primary function is and should continue to be an easy entry point for new players into the format. And of course, what are those new players going to need more than anything else? Why, reprints, of course. And this is where the Commander-focused booster box would come into play. This is the set that should annually be introducing most of the new cards that are going to be relevant to the Commander format. As much as we love reprints, we love seeing the new cards that we are holding in our hands for the first time. This is why pre-release events are so exciting and exist as a common ground. Everyone loves opening those packs and holding those new cards in their hand for the first time. We could even develop rules for new hybrid formats of limited and draft. For example, we could do a typical draft with 3 booster packs and require that we use 15 of those cards in one of our existing Commander decks, forcing us to think about them in slightly different ways and develop new strategies. Or the players at the table could each open one themed booster and once again be required to use 10 to 15 cards out of that pack and put it somewhere in one of their existing Commander decks. This creates a rather interesting dynamic where we don't have to spend an entire booster box's worth of money to get something new and exciting. We could spend something on perhaps a weekly basis and spice up our Commander games. So my answer to you, Mr. Rosewater, is a resounding yes. I do believe that the Commander community would absolutely embrace a booster boxed product. And think about it from your point of view. If we could draw a significant line in the sand and say that we have 2 Commander products per year, one of which is going to be mostly focused on reprints, and another that is going to be mostly focused on new cards, that should free you up significantly as far as designing the cards that are going into each of these products. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more amazing content here on Aristocards. Until next time, cheers!